One of the first things that Houston Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans said in his introductory press conference when he was hired was, this team is going to be different. This team is going to be different than what you've seen in the past. This team was going to fight hard. He didn't want to compare teams, but what he said was, you're going to see a different Houston Texans team. He even instilled the mantra of swarm and iron sharpens iron. On today in the 19-16 overtime gritty win against the Tennessee Titans, a divisional foe, that's what the Houston Texans did. They kept grinding, they kept grinding, they kept grinding. They looked like a totally different team than they did last week against the New York Jets. That defensive line, which if there were game balls given out, it would have to be two. One to the entire defensive line and one to Case Keenum, a quarterback who hasn't taken a snap in 2 years. His last snap was in 2021 when he was with the Cleveland Browns. And all he did was come in today, shake off the rust a little bit in the first half, and kept his team in the game so that Ka'imi Fairbairn could come back and win the game in overtime. One of the things that I really liked about the Houston Texans today was that the defense kept giving the offense opportunities to get better, opportunities to score, opportunities to stay in the game. And when you're up against something like the Houston Texans were coming into this game, no C.J. Stroud, no Nico Collins, we know with no Tank Dell, no Will Anderson Jr., no Blake Cashman, no backup for Desmond King. They were coming in against adversity already, coming in with the odds stacked against them, and all they did was kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. And so this win today, this gritty, hard, tough win today is the epitome. This is what Houston Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans was preaching from day one. The Houston Texans needed this win in order to stay in the playoff hunt. Now, raise your hand if you had the Houston Texans winning 8 games this year. Don't worry, I'll wait. Most of us, and I'm including myself, 4 to 6 wins. But here we are right now in week 15, and the Houston Texans are 8-6. That is amazing for a team that is still going through a rebuilding phase. And for them to get that win today, wow. Their playoff hopes are still alive. Make sure you'll follow me at Big Star Sports with the Z at the end on the app formerly known as Twitter. And make sure you're reading all my articles at Texans Wire USA Today. Brian Bearfield, you'll find that. Now, before I go, you call me Sarge, but really you can call me Petty Pendergrass, or you can call me Petty Bridgewater, because I am petty, very, very petty with a capital P. This is petty. This is petty for the Tennessee Titans to do, to wear the Houston Oilers throwbacks the same day that they play the Houston Texans. And they had the legends in the building. I ain't seen Earl Campbell in I don't know how long. I ain't seen the Tyler Rose in a minute. He was here today. They honored Billy White Shoes Johnson. They rolled out this huge Oilers flag just to poke fun at the Houston Texans fans, at the Houston Texans team, at the Houston Texans ownership. Tell me how that worked out for you. What happened? I'm standing on the field still looking at all the Oilers stuff, all of the dressing up of the Nissan Stadium. I'm looking around and I see Oilers, but it looks like I just see Oilers, because the L's are standing out so much that it doesn't look like Oilers to me. The L's in Oilers are like protruding out, because that's what the Tennessee Titans took today, trying to be petty. Like Texans defensive end Jonathan Grenard said, hey, maybe they should try to wear the white ones when they come to Houston in 2 weeks. We'll see how that works out for them. Big Sarge, I'm out.
Yep. Yes, sir.